Federico Bernardeschi back in the team sheet, back in the starting 11 for Toronto FC. Chicago Fire under the tutelage of Frank Klopas. It's all coming your way next from BMO Field here on Apple TV. This is the head-to-head presented by GMC. We are professional grade. Two teams that are tied on points. Injuries galore. One of those changes is Kosi Thompson into the midfield. Mark-Anthony Kaye down underneath in the sixth. The back line, you're going to see Shiho's coming to control everything. Watch Arnaud Kaye. How is this going to look like? And what is going to be more than likely a back along Lake Ontario. Weather here in Toronto has been, let's say, rather dicey over the past couple of months, but boy, do we have a good one on hand here tonight. We invite you to turn off the world and turn on the game. Shaqiri has been a man reborn under Frank Klopas over the past few weeks. That's a great-looking delivery. Kendall Burks is there, and it's on the wrong side of the post. As the University of Washington product was that close to opening up the scoring on the road here at BMO Field. Fire trying to play out here. Chris Brady has his pass picked off, and now it's Laurent Insigne turning and firing, and he wasn't too far off. It was a really tight angle, but especially as the ball comes negative, it's all about that man right there, Lorenzo Insigne. 89% of his touches come in the final 50 yards of the field. So if you, of course, won an MLS Cup with NYCFC in 2021. In the Cup final MVP as Kai Kamara was rising and looking for number 144.
Be on the nice side of a talking point when it comes to set pieces. Just loses the mark there, to be fair. DeAndre Kerr and Ame Mabika.
Now Toronto looking to go on the other end. Ball over the top for Bernardeschi. Kendall Burks trying to slide over and recover. Bernardeschi. Magic. Bernardeschi has it saved by Chris Brady. What a welcome back to the team sheet that would have been for the Italian.
Both Italians, ball at their feet, an opportunity to go 1v1. Watch him slow this down almost to a fault, because now you create an opportunity to 2v1, but you use the momentum to your advantage. He gets Kendall Burks and Navarro all coming one way, and they forget about the weak side support where all the space is. The left footer back across.
Former Montpellier man. Here's Jahkeele Marshall-Rutty. Good looking ball in and saved by Brady again on the doorstep and somehow kept out. As we get another look at a scary play for the teenager.
As the ball comes back across, Chris Brady, as he watches the tape, he's probably going to want it back just because he's so good at collecting opportunities like that. But when he spills it, check his form. Immediately sets himself and comes off, but catches the knee of the streaking DeAndre Kerr. I just mentioned to you how, from a physical standpoint, how you've seen him take a couple of steps, and you can't blame him for trying to get in here. I mean, the ball clearly away from Brady, just inside of the six. The long legs of DeAndre Kerr.
Here's Larea. Trying to beat Miguel Navarro for pace, and he's done so. Larea still going, and of course was fouled. And Miguel Navarro is going to be shown yellow here. For Thompson. Along for Kerr, and he might have been offside. Flag stays down, and it will be a goal kick.
Has been pretty decent so far. Watch out.
Richie gives it away. Bernardeschi. Marshall-Rutty, and it's saved by Richie. Talk about atoning for your sins.
These are the little things that you got to clean up, right? And DeAndre Kerr doesn't really get much easier, does it? Quick explosion, recognizes the touch away. You wonder what sort of shout on the backside.
See the stat there, as Chicago are tied for the most set-piece goals conceded in Major League Soccer. At the near post again, Richie had to bat it away. That was awkward, and then some.
This thing comes back across. I mentioned rotation in real time.
Good pressure from Koutsias, able to get a touch to the pass from Mark-Anthony Kaye. And now a late challenge on Gaston Jimenez is not going to go unnoticed by Nima Sagafi, and Mark-Anthony Kaye is going into the book.
The only thing they weren't able to do is break through and grab a goal.
So Nima Sagafi gets us underway in this second half. Tyler Terrence along with the ex-German pro Devin Kerr. Kamara trying to slither his way out of trouble. Finds Haile Selassie. Back for Kamara. Puts one on goal. Takes a deflection, and Sean Johnson needed to readjust, and he did so beautifully.
Kai Kamara just to the inside, though, and you know, one of the things he's really done well for the Chicago Fire, and he's had to deal.
More of this sort of secondary pressure here from Bob Bradley's side. Good ball from Mark-Anthony Kaye to find Bernardeschi. Insigne. Marshall running. Saved by Ritchie. Cleared away by Burks. For Toronto, Insigne and Bernardeschi just electing to use the support system, and rightfully so. There's that little step. Souquet hounding Marc-Anthony Kaye, who gets it away for Richie Laryea, who's drifted inside. Striding forward, feeling adventurous as it takes a deflection and falls comfortably into the hands of Spencer Ritchie as we're officially into the final 10 minutes of this one. So there's two things that don't belong in that Chicago firewall. That's Servania and Mbong there. Insigne goes for goal, and Ritchie can happily see it go over the crossbar. 26 minutes, only 6 touches on the ball in an area that really has been null and void for them tonight. And yet, you still escape with a point, right? Final score, TFC 0, Chicago Fire 0. Bob Bradley against a club that he brought trophies and glory to.